Don't you know that I'm loving you in a Gala Vida, baby? Don't you know that I'll always be true?
Hi everybody, this is BJ Corey for DS Sports. I'm here with the three captains of the girls field hockey team who just concluded this season, and I'm going to ask them how things went this year. First off, how did you guys do this year?
Our record was 4, 5, and 7 overall. Had a pretty tough season. It was a rebuilding year, and as the season went on, we got better and better. But it was sort of a tough season for us all.
Okay, now Heather, who were some of the key players for the team this year?
Basically all the seniors and some juniors, Kathy Benoit, Julie Keene, and Janet Nelson.
Okay, now Tracy, was there anybody that surprised you with their play this season?
Yeah, I think Allison Clement has gotten a lot better over the summer. She was really a good wing for us this year. And Katie McBride, who started as a freshman, was really came out of nowhere, and we were really glad to have her.
Okay, now Jesselyn, who are some of your tougher opponents for the season?
Seekonk, because they beat us last year, and we were ready to play them this year. I mean, both those games were really tough. We lost to them the first time, and then we came back and tied them the second time we played. And both the Ponica games were really tough for us too, but we tied them and won against them. So those were tough games. So.
Okay, now Tracy, you guys lost 10 players last season to graduation, and you pretty much had to start with a clean slate this year. Players, was it tough teaching them the game, and how well did they adapt to it?
Well, we started off the season really slow. We have a lot of ties this year, which just proved how well our defense played. We never gave up in any game, no matter if we were behind. We always fought until the end. And basically, like the last 8 games, we only lost 1 out of our last 8 games. So it just proved how much we improved throughout the season.
All right, well that's good. Now, is there any interesting stories or moments from the season that any of you want to tell us about?
Well, when we played Bourne, Heather got a really good stroke in and tied up the game for us.
We tied Seekonk. That was like a big win for us. So it wasn't a win really, but they thought they were going to win, and we just shut them down. So it was fun.
Although the girls didn't get into the tournament, they did a fabulous job during what was considered to be a rebuilding year. Many first-year varsity players made huge contributions to the effort. Even if it wasn't as successful as years in the past, the field hockey team definitely made afternoons and nights very exciting as they charged towards the state tournament berth. As a spectator throughout the season, I saw nothing that the girls should hang their heads over. All right, well, I'd like to thank all three of you for the time for the interview. And the girls started off slow this year, but they picked up a hot streak towards the end of the year and charged towards the states and only missed it by 1 point, and put on an exciting performance for everybody to watch this season. And that's all for DS Sports this week, and we'll be back next week with a new story.
gentlemen, today is Halloween, and I thought it would be appropriate to talk a little bit about Halloween safety. And there is nothing safer than going to the dance tonight. But if that's not your bag and you want to go trick or treating, then take the following precautions. Number 1, do not eat candy that is not wrapped. Why, you ask? You could probably get a mean trick instead of a really sweet treat. Number 2, wear bright colors or at least something so drivers and the people handing out the candy can see you coming. Why? Well, you want to get your candy, and I don't think you want to end up in the hospital on Halloween night. Number 3, go to a home that is lit, or go to the door where the last scoop came from. This way you can be sure to get the candy you deserve. Number 4, if you see a pot or a bucket full of candy that says help yourself, don't be greedy and take all of it, because who knows, I might be coming along and I want some too. Number 5, have your parents check your candy if you don't know what's safe or what's not. Or you can go to the fire station or the police station, and I think they'll be more than happy to help you out too. Number 6, don't go into dark alleys or into woods or really scary places. You might not be coming out. Number 7, no picking on the little ghouls. It's not nice. Number 8, keep the toilet paper and eggs at home. Well, if you see a cat or a dog out there alone, be nice to it. It doesn't deserve to go through this torture that its cousins or relatives have gone through in the past. Number 10, if you can't see out of your mask, don't wear it, even if it is the scariest one you could ever find. Pop quiz, guys. In the legend of the Sleepy Hollow, what was the town that it was fashioned after, and who was the author of the book? I'll have you answer at the end of my story.
We're making clay masks, and tell them how we make the masks, Mary.
We ball up newspaper, put clay over them, and then build on that clay to form a face, a mask.
Or whatever you want to make. It could be an animal or a creature or something.
Yep. And then, Jen?
And then we're going to make a plaster mold out of it. And then
We take it out of the plaster mold
make a glass one.
and make a glass one.
And fire it in the kiln. So the glass melts. It makes a glass mold. I mean, a glass mask. Sorry. Be an art teacher someday, just like Mr. Davis and Mrs. R. Isn't that nice?
I'm an English major.
Yeah. AP English. And either that, I'm going to be a linguist and speak lots of languages.
I speak French.
I speak Portuguese and English. I could be an English major.
We have 3 now.
My mask is probably going to be a girl, and she's a fairy. She lives in the forest and stuff, so she'll be having leaves abbreviated on her face and stuff, and a petite face.
What do you plan on doing with it when it's done?
Probably put in my portfolio. I don't know about a major art career. Maybe something to the effects where it helps in a psychology class that I want to take for kids who have problems for running away.
Art therapist.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, art therapy and stuff. But I do want to go an art college. I love art.
That'll be a lot.
The answer to my pop quiz, the question was, who was the author and to the legend of Sleepy Hollow, and where was it modeled after? The answer is Washington Irving, and it was modeled after a town called Terrystown, New York. Have a good Halloween, guys.